Welcome to the collective. We are one. We are miners.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome. Coming at you from the moon. Yes, we're broadcasting live from the moon. Earth looks very small from up here, and everything, Rud, is nuclear powered. Pretty crazy seeing what things look like up here. Anyway, so what are you guys up to? The main currency, the only thing you can actually buy stuff with is Bitcoin. So, you know, heads up for the future for all you guys out there. Oh, crazy. Tooth till the moon. Yeah, it's awesome. Bitmain paid for all expense paid vacation upwards to the moon to see what's going on at their super secretive farm. Yeah, that's where Bitmain does do their FPGA testing for future ASICs, is on the moon, because they know where it's at. Regardless, let's see what's happening. Go through the roll call, see who all we got in the house. We got Andres 23007. What's going on? Skirm, what's happening? Dan Ruggs POS, what's going on? Wealth Talks, Ethan Westfield, Alvedis Jokabakis, what is going on? Why ASIC prices increase? We'll kind of look at that in a minute. Now, I don't know if it's all ASICs, every ASICs. They all kind of do the same thing, but, you know, more on that after we get through this roll call here. Obviously, at me, super chat me, whatever. Actually, no, do not super chat. Well, you can if you want, but YouTube does take 50%. So I do have crypto addresses. I got PayPal, everything in the description. So if you do want to support the channel in any way, you know, use those. Don't use the super chat. Just saying. Anyway, but you know, it's all up to you. Unless you want to give, you know, most of your stuff over to YouTube, that's on you. Anyway, what do we got? We got, hold on.
Rud Putz.
Oh, nailed it. So scroll through, keep on going. Sling Buzz, Alvetis, Jokabakis again. Budweiser. My best friend, Sling Buzz. Scrolling down, what do we got? Who do we got? Mindsum 10, what's going on? Mindsum, Zerg Miner, Sling Buzz 10. Oh, you got the countdown happening. And I think D-Mag, what's going on, D-Mag? Webby 459, what is happening? And there we go, we're all caught up. Everyone is here. We got 36 viewers, 15 likes. Hit that like button, guys. So I guess I started dual mining ZIL and ETC on my 4 Ipollos. Well, Talks, what pool are you using and what firmware are you on? So let's kind of start with that right now, actually. Not in the schedule, but we're going to jump to that. Where is my thingamajigger here? Crypto mining. What? I can't find it. Oh, crypto mining hardware. Is it under this one? Let's take a look. If we go to crypto mining hardware here, ASICs. Yeah, right here. So right here is the latest version that I'm aware of. Maybe there's a new one. I'll try to find out maybe later today. But version 0.80.115 sounds like they did add a ZIL boost within it for their Ipollo miners. Now, I haven't fully tested this out yet. It's for every miner version out there. Looks like 56 people have downloaded it so far since I did post it. I think I posted last week or something sometime, not sure, but there is a boost there. On top of that, it also looks like K1 Pool added a secret port into their dashboard in their mining pool. So I'm going to actually jump into that right quick and kind of take a peek at it. So if I go into the dashboard right here, I just started this sometime last night. Now going off this, it's only looking like 3 have went online during the last ZIL round because now they're offline. But look at that, 500 mega hash. That's crazy. But if I come into my profitability here, we're going to go ZIL. Now, this is only my Ipollos. I only got my Ipollos on here. I changed all the time, so it's my time zone, so I don't know how this is. But based on almost 12 hours with just my Ipollo miners, which is one of every version, I got the ETC Mini, ETC Mini Plus, V1 Mini, V1 Mini SE, and V1 Mini SE Plus. I'm at 19.6 ZIL so far today. And based on the time, like I said, I don't know. I'm going to have to wait some time to see how this plays out in terms of when they change their pool things, but it's supposed to be to my time zone that I set it to. So this would be less than 12 hours still. So I'm almost at 20. If I get 40 ZIL out of these Ipollos, where previously I was making like, I don't know, I had my Jazz miners, my GPUs and everything. I was getting around 50 or so and so on. And on Flex Pool, like I was getting like 20 or something. So I don't know, it was way down there. Supposedly FlexPool fixed some stuff, so I still have to test that. But I did find out about this secret port that they did utilize. So here's actually my round rate. You guys can't really see that. Let me see if I can find a closer one for you. There you guys see it. So here's port 3822, and it's not listed on how to mine or anything. When you go to their pool and actually check out their stuff, it's not listed there as an Ipollo port or anything. I guess it's something you have to get from their Telegram or something, because it's not widely known and it is new. So I was notified last night sometime about this special Ipollo port for ZIL mining on Discord, on my Discord last night. So I swapped over to it, and so far it's looking pretty good. But again, it's very early into testing. Now moving on. The E9 Pro, which I don't actually have up here. I probably should have. Let's just take a look. Where's the E9 Pro? Right here. Bam. Open sesame. Here's the E9 Pro. As we know, this is Bitmain's latest ETH hash ETC miner. The E9 Pro, the successor to the E9. Right now it says best coin is FW plus ZIL. I don't think this works anywhere. FW, all the other ones, they don't work. This does not support ZIL mining until now, and it only works on ETC, and it only works supposedly, allegedly, on FlexPool. That's right, you heard it, on FlexPool. So I'm going to jump into a tweet here. Where is it? Where are you? I got things all over the place. So here's an announcement post from FlexPool, and it is showing. You guys can't see that, so I'm going to have to go to the bigger version. So announcing support for the E9 Pro ETC ZIL dual mining boost income by 32%. Now, everyone's always saying this 32%, 30%, it's the same thing. But as network hash rate climbs, I don't think this number is going to last forever. And it's depending on the pool. We have no idea what these pools are charging us. So there's a lot of uncertainty with ZIL mining right now. It's crazy what's going on. Regardless, we have added support for dual mining ETCs plus ZIL on the E9 Pro, making us the only pool that is possible on. Please format ETC wallet, the /ZIL wallet.worker name. You know, normal way you'd normally mine ZIL to FlexPool with the Ipollos or anything, under the miner name without whatever those greater and less than signs are, and stratum, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. We don't care about this. The Antminer dashboard may show the shares as rejected, but you will see them as accepted on the FlexPool website. You will need to use the ETC firmware. So there's the kicker. You need to utilize the ETC firmware in order to do so. Please contact customer support if you have any issues. So a lot of people they're making their decisions on these miners right now on whether they can mine ZIL or not, because that's potentially a decent boost in the profitability instead of mining a single coin. So on all the websites, it's saying FW plus ZIL and stuff. It doesn't sound like that's the case. People have these. They would not dual mine ZIL at all. Now, I don't have any of these to fully test by myself, so I cannot confirm or deny any of these accusations at this point. But right now, it looks like you can only do it on FlexPool with the ETC firmware, which is separate with the Bitmains, the E9s, the E9 Pros and stuff. You cannot just swap over like a Jazz miner between ETC hash and ETH hash. You have to actually get individual firmware, and it's a pain to keep, you know, going back and forth between firmwares just to mine different coins. So that's another aspect with this miner you're going to have to keep in mind. And again, you can only have the ability currently to mine ETC with it. Now, eventually, we'll probably see some more pools open up about it. Now, there is actually a link here. They did post of an E9 Pro. It's supposed to be an E9 Pro, as they say. It is labeled as an E9 Pro. It does have the correct hash rate that an E9 Pro should have. So in theory, this is, but we don't know for sure, like I said, because we don't have the miner in our hands. We don't have the dashboard in our hands. And I don't even have the ETC address in my hands to do so. But it looks like this thing has been linking up to ZIL based on whoever's worker name this is that they are using to showcase that this is working to people. And then here's your daily, weekly, monthly income from the E9 Pro. So yeah, again, a lot of uncertainty. Don't know if it's truly an E9 Pro or not. The hash rates kind of match up to what it should be, but that's all we got so far. So, you know, the rumors are out there. It's there. Now, moving on, what do we got? We'll go through the questions here, and then we'll kind of talk about ASIC prices. Sound like they may be increasing soon. You just bought 8 GPUs, though. What do you got, Mr. Red Panda Mining's in the house. I missed it. What's he doing? Is he trying to fire everybody? ZIL is going to moon in the bull run. Financial advice. Not financial advice. But yeah, hey, no, crypto moons. That's what it does. We're coming live from the moon. So I'm just waiting to catch it in my glove right here. Going on. What do we got? Benari. Benari's in the house? What? Hi, Benari. Where's Benari? I missed it. I don't see binary. Interesting. Okay, scroll on. What do we got? Any ads here? Anybody talking? Anybody going on? I will put my E9 to Flux pool. Yeah, check it out. Check out your E9. See if it works. Did the E9 work on Zill previously, Panda? Like, did it never do a dual mining thing? So yeah, if you can get that one to work, then it only makes sense that the Pro version would work as well. So cool. Anyway, so let's move on here, kind of talk about some ASIC prices, and I don't really have anything else for you guys. Then we're done. No, we'll just talk about stuff. But bringing this up, I did get an email. This one is actually from Ipollo. Where is it? So I can just see this. There we go. That one right here. Turn that one off. So most ASIC manufacturers, they all kind of do this. Now, this is kind of a leak. I feel like they're trying to tell people prices are changing, but then they kind of leak that they're going up. So dear Ipollo users, thank you for your trust and support on Ipollo Store. Starting from next week, Ipollo miner prices / shipping rules will be slightly adjusted. Please be rest assured that we may have so they're saying they're being adjusted. Every effort to keep this increasement right here. We're going to keep this increasement to the minimum and we'll continue to honor current price structures. Click on this to learn more, and then you click on it and it brings you to their website, which pretty much says, that's not it. Where'd it go? The exact same thing. So as crypto prices are on the rise, Ipollo miner prices, shipping costs will be slightly adjusted for whole series starting from next week. Please rest assured we'll have every effort to keep the increasement to a minimum. So Ipollos are starting to go up. Now this is the main manufacturer. So that means third-party prices most likely on at least the Ipollo products are going to go up. But as we know, this is the way it works. You know, even with the KA3s, the K7s, all ASICs, you look at them today and people have had this issue in the past. When you go to purchase an ASIC, you're going to want to have either your funds, if you're transferring crypto or whatever, ready to go right now before you even plan on hitting that buy button. Because once you get to that point, then you have like a little buy window. And then, you know, I believe some people tried doing it on a weekend. They had issues because their bank wasn't open or they couldn't talk to them or something. And then the window closed. And then the very next day, the price went up. So ASIC prices they're very volatile. They're almost more volatile than the crypto prices. So if crypto starts going up and today a miner is at like $4,000 and you know the crypto it mines pumps like 20-30%, that miner might be worth $5,000 or $6,000 tomorrow. It's crazy on the go. And just because Ipollo is actually publicly saying, hey, we're about to increase some prices, we can probably expect, you know, obviously all third-party vendors will start raising prices as well. And we may see everything fall out between all the other vendors and companies and everything. Because, yeah, crypto prices have been, you know, seeing a decent increase. We're green across the board right now here. And that's just the way they work. That's how ASICs operate. So low prices are probably gone unless crypto absolute crashes again, then they'll come down. But we may have seen the bottom of the ASIC market, and now they're just going to keep on climbing. It looks like starting next week, at least from my Ipollo side. So there we go. Sadly, only got 5 kilohash worth of power right now. Nuggets RPM. What are you guys talking about nuggets? You just got a new sponsor. Who's your sponsor? Me? This video is brought to you by RabidMining. You weren't supposed to tell anybody. What do we got here? Hey, Chump Change. What is going on? I see Chump Change is in the house as well. Who wants a W3ST Polygon ticket? Polygon ticket? Who wants Polygon? That's like POS stuff. We don't talk about that. Sometimes, maybe. What was the new Ipollo box you covered the other day? Well, which one? There's two. So Ipollo does have two new products coming out. One is the Ipollo 2U, which is like another new form of Jazz miner. That's pretty much what it is. It's an ETH hash and ETC hash miner, just like I think it looks a lot like the X4 1U version of it. So I expect it to probably have the little mini turbo fans in it, but I don't know for sure. That's just kind of what it looks like. The second one is that, you know, the Aleo miner, the server, the move on a lot of these ASIC manufacturers looks like they're starting to build servers. We got OCTOMINER coming out with their server one. Ipollo's building that server one. So it's more of a ZKP and ACIG type of rendering server farms with massive amounts of memory GPU in them and large core CPU based processors. So this is the move towards more of the proof of useful work side that we're going to need is high memory GPUs, highly powered core intensive CPUs. And it's just a transition that we're slowly starting to see. But Ipollo's making them, OCTOMINER's making them, and those seem to be the new products that are coming onto the crypto markets. Oh yeah, the Aleo miner. I think they're having an update call right now. Maybe Ipollo's having an update call, possibly. Another ASIC reseller get wrecked. Oh, there's so many ASIC resellers out there now. It's a digital crypto conference over the next few days. Tickets are on Polygon. Yeah, there's a lot of conference. That's another thing. What is that one? There's a big conference coming out. Is it Dubai or is that one over? There's something happening in July. There's some big conference coming out, and I feel there's going to be some new products coming out for that, because I do know, who is it? What the heck are their companies called? I don't know, but they want to showcase a lot of things by July. So there's ASIC manufacturers and stuff that have new products coming to light. Some of them might be with the script aspect. Bitmain may have something secretly hiding out that'll drop there. Who knows what's going on with Locotech, if they're going to drop a hash blade or not, but it sounds like they want to have that ready potentially for this big thing. So there's a big crypto organization coming out in our conference, coming out sometime in July, and it sounds like June they want to slowly start leaking some announcements on script miners and other miners that are going to be showcased during this. So it's going to be an interesting year for 2023, moving in with potentially newer, more efficient hardware onto this. But we don't know. We don't know until these dates actually come and hit and figure out what happens. No Aleo. Let's have another look at that. Where is that Aleo thing? Where's Ipollo again? Ipollo. We'll close that. Ipollo. Okay, let's just go to their main website. Apollo. Oh, right on their main website, they have the price adjust. Do they get, where's their, here it is. Here it is. The computational device. Can we kind of zoom in on this? Yeah. So yeah, here's that computational ZK. I guess I said ZKP or something, but yeah, the heating up ZK and AIGC industry. So this is pretty much a high memory. So the graphics card with high performance and large memory, and the CPU with high core are used in the interior. Then you can pull all the sides off. It's big server box, I guess, in theory. But yeah, this is like the move that a lot of companies are slowly starting to lean towards. But to me, it feels like early Filecoin. Remember when Filecoin first started getting talked about? I know RevTech, they're talking about Filecoin a lot. I think they're pretty big into Filecoin, but the issue there is you need expensive hardware to run that. And that's also kind of the way the proof of useful work is slowly moving as well. You need expensive hardware to run this stuff. But until we get some specs out and everyone starts testing these things and, the coins are actually listed, we'll see what happens. Call out on a call. Ironic. Call out on a call. Ipollo, what for miner have they? Your Uranus miner. You and the Uranus miner. That is not for that. That is for Duro. Uranus is for Duro. Oh, crazy. I listened in on a Aleo call once and I got called out. For real? Which call was it? Was it like a Twitter space call, or you just like got into a call and someone was tracking you? That means you got trackers. Oh, that reminds me. What was this? I seen something else the other day. It's some blockchain thing. I don't know. I saw DJ Mine's comment on it, which made me pop up, and it's like a tracker. So it's weird. I have no idea what it's called. Have you guys seen this thing? You link it to your phone, you link it to your vehicle, and then it gives you more ways that you can track people. Like, my point of view, blockchain, crypto, it's trying to be a little less transparent. We're trying to move away from being tracked all the time. And then this thing comes out and everyone's saying how great it is, but it's like literally stamping a tracking device onto you so everyone can watch you. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it doesn't make really much sense to me if you want to move into more of a privacy type of era. But I can't remember what the heck that thing is called. You already have all the phone apps. That's true, you do. Phone apps tracking you constantly, especially if you're an iPhone user. Maybe the new Antminer L9 is coming soon. Now, I don't think we're going to see an L9 this year. I don't. Now, I think a couple things are going to happen. It's going to be an interesting year for Script for sure, I feel. But the L9 probably won't drop until 2024. That's usually when Bitmain drops it. They dropped the L7 was what, in 2020, just before the bull run. So that's usually when they drop their new Script miners. So the L9, I feel, is probably going to be a 2024 drop. But I have heard some rumors that Bitmain does have something pretty crazy. Like, remember how the jump in the L7 was to, I guess, the L3 pluses, all the other Script miners. The L7 came out and it pretty much dominated. Well, there are some numbers kind of leaking where it makes the L7 look like an L3 plus almost. Like, they have some crazy numbers. That's why I'm hesitant to see if there's any truth to that. But it does sound like Bitmain is definitely working on something. That won't likely be till 2024. But if Locatech does manage to release something and showcase that they do have something as efficient as they claim, then we could see Bitmain fast track a future, maybe an L7 plus or an L7 plus plus, or, whatever. Fully Electric says they like to keep the odd numbers, which makes sense. So it'd have to be something in the odd number range, not an L8 or anything. But they might fast track a halfway middle point miner just to get all the buyers on board before, it's a business competition thing. So that's it. But I don't think we'll see the big beast until probably 2024. But who knows? Who knows what's going on? Bitmain has just been, exploding. We got the CKB, the K7s, we got the KA3s, and they're just annihilating these networks with just how much of a future upgrade these things are. It's getting to the point where if you do not have a Bitmain miner, you may as well not buy a miner because the efficiency and the hash rate is top notch across their chips. And it also comes down to a very good reason. Bitmain, they're rich. You can't deny that. They're loaded. And the reason why I think, and some people in Discord were telling me, that the reason Bitmain does have the advantage on ASIC miners is because they order all the best chips, the Samsungs. They have all the silicon on order because they're so rich and they can get it all. That's what leaves Goldshell kind of behind. They can't afford to get the top of the line equipment, can't afford to get the top of the line stuff. So then they're just reverting kind of to the home miners. Now, I did sit in that call with Litecoin. Bitmain did do that Litecoin call there not too long ago. Was it 2-3 weeks ago? Miss Teen Crypto, a whole bunch of people were in that call. We were listening in on this. And there was one major question that kept getting brought up a lot to Bitmain. And Bitmain's answer was pretty much, I'm going to have to ask my bosses about this. We're really closed doors. They're pretty much admitting we don't leak anything. We don't tell nobody anything, but we'll take this to consideration. But the main question coming up, will Bitmain ever drop little home ASIC miners like an L7 mini and so on? And if they ever did that, Goldshell was probably done for. Honestly, like if they cannot afford the chips, imagine a little mini home box miner. I went through the hash rates, or that's where is it? Where's my CPU coins? We'll go into this. Remember when I did that video and I looked at what we needed efficiency wise on these other ones? Do I have it here? Close to ETH, ASICs, 8 to mine. Let's just see. Let's find one of these down there. Not that one. That one. Maybe it's this one. Now, where is K3? So yeah, this was kind of an example that I did on what these miner levels have to hit that. So for a home miner to hit the same levels in efficiency as like the KA3 and stuff, for example, this is competing with the KA3. We have it through the BMK3. Currently, what it's doing is doing it at 3,300 watts. Now, to get the same 70 terahash on the BMK3, it'd have to do it at 1,330 watts. It's currently using 3,300 to be the same efficiency. The BMK3 on low hash rate mode would have to do it at 950, but here's all the little box miners. So example, and again, because Bitmain does have the latest and best chips that you can make ASIC miners with, and Goldshell can't afford them, they have the chips to make them. I can't see them doing home mining stuff because they cater to large scale farms, the big miners. That's what they're known for. So I don't really think they will do that. But you know what? If they take over that market as well, and I wouldn't put it past them to do it, they could. And this is what the numbers could potentially look like. Picture a KD Box 2. On hash rate mode, it's currently using 400 watts to get 5 terahash. Now, if it was at the same efficiency as a freaking KA3, it'd be doing the same 5 terahash at only 190 watts. And the KD Box 2 in low power mode, it's currently using 252 watts for 3.51 terahash. It would be doing that at 67 watts. This is the performance increase that the KA3 has over every single miner. It is not only just a hash rate monster, it is an efficiency monster on top of it. So if Bitmain did decide to go to the home mining thing as well, they would just blow that market away. But will they do it? I really don't think so. But it's crazy just to see the types of efficiency numbers difference in that. L7 prices are coming down fast. Yeah, the hash rate's picking up, obviously. The profitability is coming down. But, you know, we hit a bull run. The L7 prices are going to go back up. It's a guarantee. If you have an L7 miner right now, you know, what'd you get it for? Anywhere from 9 to maybe 12,000. You're probably going to be selling one of those things around the 20 to 30,000 at least mark in 2025. Again, that depends if Dogecoin and Litecoin really pumps. Both coins have a very high perspective of having a pretty good pump. So, you know, it's a pretty safe bet that an L7 miner, you're easily going to be able to ROI, even if you never mine on it, and just selling it at a higher price later. But why wouldn't you mine on it? Some 500 watt Bitmain mini miner with decent efficiency would be great. Could be worth even at $2,000. Possibly a 500 watt miner. Like we just saw those efficiency, 500 watts on a Bitmain. It all depends on, I guess, the algorithm. But yeah, that's going to give you some nice hash rate in terms of that. Now, again, we still don't know. Like, do you guys think this Logitech is going to release or not? Do you think we're going to see it? Like, I got a recent email from them. Was it 3 days ago? And they did say they plan on sending out the USB chip in July. So originally it was supposed to be April. So it's already extended due to the fact. So remember, the magic nut day to look at was sometime in April. They're going to publicly display the new script chip on a USB miner to show you the efficiencies and hash rates of a single chip. And then the hash blades will be loaded up with these efficient chips. So they're extending that already to June, but they said they extended it to June. They had some, I guess, manufacturers issues. You know, they can say anything you want in the book. End of the day, it's getting extended, but it does sound like they want that extension and they want it to be publicly visible before July for that conference. So that's one thing. Again, July conference is going to be a big deal, probably for a lot of these ASIC companies. So if we end up seeing these chips in June, it's going to be interesting because it sounds like everything will be fast-tracked about 3 to 4 months after the public chip is displayed, that we will actually see hash blades being released to the market. But we don't know. And if you're unfamiliar with the hash blade, it's pretty much a PCB loaded up with little ASIC chips, and they claim they can do about 1.9 gigahash on script for 240 watts or something. That's insane. You load, and it works on your ×1 slots, your normal home motherboards. Like, this is a huge deal, but is it actually going to happen? That is the big up in the air question that nobody knows the answer to right now. But it's going to be crazy. Only seen one unboxing video of the E9 Pro, and it is thick. Yeah, the E9 Pro. That's another thing a lot of people don't realize. It probably doesn't fit on a lot of people's normal little racks. That thing is a deep miner, way bigger than any of the previous ASICs that Bitmain has ever released, as far as I'm aware. Is it possible that Bitmain somehow cooperates with certain networks like KDA and Nervous? Oh, for sure. They do something. They definitely got their hands in everything. They do that. As you know, when they release a miner for something, the coin ends up pumping more and so on. But yeah, they definitely, they talk to devs. They know things. There's lots of stuff happening in the background that we're unaware of. So the Bitmain guys, they're probably buddies with the KDA devs and Nervous devs and so on. No.
You just started?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
Okay, go
Are you
upstairs.
almost done?
I don't know yet. Okay. As we said last night. Oh, crazy. More equals more. Yeah, that is. Now, let's what is that? So that's 240 watts. I'm just trying to think of what the level that these hash blades could actually be if they turn out to be real. So let's just think 9.5 gigahash actually. So let's pretend that you picked up 1.9. So let's go. What is it? 9.5 divided by 1.9. So that is 5 hash blades to one L7 9.5 gigahash miner. 5 hash blades to get 9.5 gigahash. Now let's just look at the power of that. 5 times 240. So the L7 9.5 gigahash uses 3,400 watts or something like that right now. The hash blade, in theory, will get the same hash blade with 5 hash blades, the same hash rate, 9.5 gigahash for 1,200 watts. Can you imagine that? Imagine that. That is absolutely insane. If you were to load up, say you have a 6 motherboard. Say you have a motherboard, 6 slots. That's a normal motherboard for most people. 6 slots times 1.9. That is 11.4 gigahash on script. 4 times 240 for 1,440 watts. That is like the 80% peak there of a 120 volt thing, but you're running like 11 point some gigahash on script. That's insane. That is literally a game changer, and that would literally destroy the hash rate coming across on the script algorithm as well, because everyone wants this. Now, they also say they are pricing it in at 1 year of an ROI. So that, I don't know if they mean so maybe that's how the price is going to fluctuate. If, Dogecoin and stuff pumps, those things are going to pump up in price because they're saying 1 year ROI. So is it in the current market when it releases? So time you buy it to the time you go there, but that's not. Hash rate spike difficulty increases on there as well. So that's going to delay things. So there's no idea on pricing. There's no ideas if these things are even coming out or not, but we do have some key dates that we actually have to look forward to. And I feel after July, by the end of the summer, we're going to have a good idea on what type of equipment is about to hit all these networks. Why do you think the price with the E9 Pro and the D9 were so different? $1,299 to $8,500. Profitability. MC braces, it all comes down to profitability. The E9 Pro is technically not that profitable right now because ETC and stuff is down. The D9, well, this morning it was the most profitable miner money could buy, but now it's not. Let's just have a look here. Let's go straight to profitability. And let's just see what's updated. So we got the D9 is now in second place here. See here? The D9 is making $19. Actually, that's not at my power price. Bam, let's go to that. So the D9 is at $19.23 per day right now with a payback time of 8.4. Where if we look at the E9 Pro, it says it's making $8.75. So it is a profitability thing. And it's been a while since latest handshake miner kind of released here. Now, if we actually go to efficiency here, we got the HS3. This has changed on me. Why is that? This morning, this was actually the highest efficiency miner. So this is changing on me every time I click on it. So I don't know what's happening there, but it used to be. But now it looks like the X16 is now the most efficient miner that money can buy. But maybe it comes down to a price thing and how much you're making and stuff as well. Because the HS3 or the D9 was actually on top of the world for profitability. And now it's just dropped again. I don't know what's going on here, but that's crazy. This thing is jumping all over the place. But yeah, it would come down to profitability. Whatever miner's making money, that's where the value is. And they're going to raise the prices. If everybody wants this miner because it's the most profitable miner, yes, prices are going to skyrocket. The E9, people aren't really talking about ETC right now. They're not really talking about FW and all these other coins. Personally, myself, I feel they could be sleeping giants, and I would love to start getting and stacking up efficient hardware and miners for something like Ethereum Classic, because I think in the next bull run, we're going to see some nice gains on it. And right now, everything is cheap, but that's just my perspective on it. What's the best miner? Again, that comes down to perspective. Honestly, everyone, you asked someone that question 2 months ago, they'd say the KA3, but it didn't release. But now we see what's going on. I think one of the top miners could be a K7. I feel CKB could be doing some great things moving into the future. CKB it's a decent network. It's interesting. They say it's a layer 2, but CKB itself is a layer 1. And if you're unfamiliar, I'm just kind of learning how this stuff works. But a layer 1 is like your base chain. Ethereum is your layer 1. Raptorium's a layer 1. All these base chains of something are layer 1s. And the layer 2 things are projects being built within on top of something for faster scalable options. So yeah, it's a layer 2 based on a CKB layer 1, and they're trying to do like crypto assets between anything. And I don't know, it's kind of crazy. I got some stuff on it, but I didn't really put it all together yet. But I think probably for a best miner right now, I think a K7 is pretty good. I think the coin is going to pump. I feel the X16, a lot of people will disagree with me on this situation, but I feel the X16, which is coming soon from Jingle Mining, is probably going to be one of the best miners because that thing is an efficiency monster when it comes to ETC as well as ETH hash. It has 8 gigabytes, the largest memory base out of all the ASICs now, and it's the absolute most efficient. It's 650 watts or something for like 1.8 gigahash. Overclock, you can probably hit that 2 gigahash mark. And again, it's only like 600 and some watts. It's a monster. I feel it is a way better buy than the E9 Pro personally, but I don't know for sure yet until, you know, we see all these models head to head. But based on all the specs and everything, I think that's probably one of the best miners to look forward to for the next bull run because of its efficiency. And I know we look at things right now. We got to keep in mind, some of the things you got to keep in mind is hash rate increases, price increases. That's price increase and everything. Hash rate increase. We got a lot of GPUs that are still turned off. Efficiency is really going to matter a lot more in bull runs and stuff because you're going to want to use a lot less power as well as the hash rate and difficulty spike. So that's another reason why if ETC starts seeing some decent gains in 2025, a lot more people are going to be pointing to it, and it's going to come down to having something efficient. And that X16 is an absolute monster. Bitmain has yet to touch stuff that Miner is like the king of ETH hash and ETC hash. You know, you can't argue that fact. Bitmain has taken over everything else, but Miner is throwing punches at Bitmain when it comes to that algorithm. Caspa hash rate increase. Caspa is going up like a rocket. Let's have a look. Where's Caspa? We got Cadena here. What's Cadena at now? Oh my, okay guys, did you guys see this morning's video when I went over the 1 month overview and I said I saw it over 400 petahash? Well, guess what guys? It is now at 420 petahash. 420. Oh my gosh. So let's go. We'll look at some profitability numbers on that in a second because we got to update the charts. That's crazy. We're at 140 here now. So we're almost back upwards over the double mark there, but not quite. That's crazy. Okay. What was I going to look at? What are we going to look at? Oh, yeah, Caspa. I forgot already. Caspa, what are you doing, Caspa? Hash rate, increase. Yeah, we can see it's not really spiking. It's coming down a little bit on the total. It makes sense. The price is kind of coming down as well. I'll show you guys a quick price check. That button. So you can see the price is taking a little bit of a dip right there, but that's okay. That's okay. Caspa will be fine. It'll be fine. So I don't know. Caspa is one of those coins where, you know, we could see huge gains. And if Caspa does get huge gains, that could make miners. But we have a whole emission schedule going on. We got FPGAs. You know, Caspa's great, but I have a feeling it might not save GPUs. If it was going to stay GPU mineable forever, or at least for 10 years or something, it has the chance to save GPUs. But the GPU, I guess, future is really unpredictable for Caspa and Nex and stuff right now, which are the two coins that seem to really be popping off for the GPUs. Aletheum actually is popping up very well as well. They're kind of going back and forth. Caspa and the two are bouncing. They're fighting. This is a battle going on for the top spot of profitability. There, Aletheum just took it over again. 13 cents. Caspa, 8 cents. Now, you know, you wait an hour, you'll probably see Caspa back in the lead. So, yeah, Aletheum and Caspa for the past 2 days here have just been in a wrestling match, going at it, back and forth. But there is a major difference here between the two. And let's have a look. I don't think Aletheum can take that much hash rate. Caspa can absorb a lot more hash rate than Aletheum is. Why is that? Let's just have a quick peek here. Look at its current value that it's actually paying miners. Where's a button that I can show everything correcto mundo? Oh man, not that one. That one? I guess that one kind of works. Do we have Caspa? No, I need the top. All right, sorry guys. We're gonna have to go with this one. So Caspa is currently paying. Better, I guess. Let's update some prices here actually. So we got Caspa's at 1, 2, 3. All right, that's easy. Caspa's at 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Engage. All right. Now we need some Aletheum numbers. Aletheum, where are you? What's your price at? You're currently at 21.9. 21.9 Aletheum. Wow, that actually went up quite a bit. That's why it's so profitable. But here we go. So that's a nice pump there. But you can see here, kind of, because it's probably small on your screen, A lithium paying out to miners for 24 hours is only $13,907. That is not much money going out to miners, which means there's not that much hash rate that's currently in terms of hardware. There's not much hardware on a lithium. That's why it's so profitable. It won't take very many cards at all to kill that profitability because it's not actually paying out that much. It doesn't mean it won't pump lots in the future. That's definitely what we need. But look at Caspa. It's paying out $294,000 right now per 24 hours to its miners. That's a pretty big gap here. That's almost at what ETC is paying out to all its miners. It's currently hanging out at $340,000. So you can see the difference between Caspa. Caspa is a much larger network compared to a lithium, but so it won't be able to absorb the hash rate. So as people, that's probably why we're seeing this big influx here. People are just running in here. They're probably sitting there sweating like crazy, staring at it here, smashing the calculate button, refresh. Okay, I need that one. No, that one. Refresh, and swapping back and forth. And then a couple GPUs move on to lithium. Then we see it quickly dump to not being the top coin anymore because it didn't take much hash rate to push that profitability way down. So it's kind of what's happening there. Well, maybe not soon, but soon-ish. Yeah, sure. Caspa could pass Chia 24-hour emissions soon. Oh, for sure. Like Caspa's been, it's been on a rocket ship, but it's not like a rocket ship where like what we've seen with Cadena and, the last bull run. It went straight up to the moon and then crashed harder into land than ever. But it got shot down by a nuke or something. Red Putz, was that you? Anyway, so that's what kind of what happened with Cadena in the bull run. Usually when something like really spikes like that, it's guaranteed it's going to come down pretty fast again right after. So, but Caspa's been seeing, it's been a gradual fast spike, not just a pump and drop. It's been a gradual thing with a pump, small incline back down, and then it's kept on going up. So it's been seeing a decent growth over the past little while. So if it actually, I don't think we've actually seen the big spike. And again, what would the big spike on Caspa be? What if that thing hits $1 or $2, 2025 or something? I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. Technically though, I did move some GPUs on the Caspa because I don't have very much, and I think it might be a safe bet. Even if the profitability drops for some reason, I feel 1 to 8 cents here, I'm going to mine it because it's making more than my power cost. But yeah, I am currently on Caspa right now. Last month, I put my GPUs onto Nexa for a little bit there. This month, I'm going to try some Caspa. I'm going to get some of these bags because I feel these two coins, they may see some nice, decent shots coming up in the future here. Usually pulls back after listing, but maybe it will continue after this time. Hopefully. I've been mining Caspa since 1992. Big fat bags. Hey, can you send me some of those bags, David? Just a little donation. That'd be nice, huh? 1992. I will have a Lambo if Caspa hits $1. Hey, Hugo, get me one too, please. If it hits $1, I'll be good for a while. I don't mind. Some said he'd be a full-time YouTuber if it hits $1. A lot of people are riding on Caspa. Let's do this. What else was I going to check out? Yeah, the nervous thing. I don't know much about this thing, guys. I don't know much at all. You asked earlier, but it's a layer 2 solution for seamless scaling. It's doing this thing. Now there's a post here on how does it work. So this is probably the major thing we care about. How does it work? Nervous CKB, Common Knowledge Base, is a layer 1 blockchain. It is a decentralized and secure layer that provides the network with common knowledge custody. Common knowledge means states that are verified by global consensus. For example, crypto assets are common knowledge. CKB and all layer 2 protocols in Nervous Network collaborate to run the crypto economy. Layer 2 is the generation layer that handles most transactions and produces new states. On the other hand, the layer 1, CKB, specifies and stores the state. Layer 2 participants eventually transmit newly created stats to CKB when they think it is essential. Other layer designs is isolate states and computation. I have no idea what any of this stuff means. I'm not a blockchain person. Maybe you guys picking up what this thing is saying? Explain it to me in minor terms. This allows each layer to be more flexible and scalable. CKB is the Nervous Network's lowest layer. So like I said, like the CKB part is the base layer, the layer 1, and then the chain itself is branching into these layer 2 things to build on top and do all this scaling stuff or something. It is also the biggest and most secure consensus. However, various applications might require different consensus scopes. If we mandate all apps to utilize CKB's consensus, that would be impractical. Therefore, applications can select the best generating method depends on their own requirements. CKB is also the native token for the Nervous network. A CKB holder can gain access to a portion of the network's overall state storage. For example, you can create 1,000 byte cell with 1,000 CKB tokens. Alternatively, you can create cells on the Nervous blockchain that totals up to 1,000 bytes. So you guys know what all that says? Let me know. You sold yours for 0.22. My Caspa gets me a Camry at $1. Gets you a Camry. Nice. Camry, they're good on fuel. Honestly, though, guys, think about it. If you had enough money to seriously go out there and buy a Lambo, would you? Personally, I don't know if I would. I'd probably get like a Corolla or something. It's cheaper on gas. Sure, yeah, you get a Lambo, it screams, look at me. But I don't know. I'm more conservative, laid back. You don't need all the attention. It'd make for super cool videos. I could probably rent one for a weekend, do all the pictures and shots I absolutely want, and then use that for life. That might be a better option. I might do that. But yeah, buy real estate. David, we're in the crypto. You know this, right? Why would you buy real estate? Real estate going to make you, 200x? No. Might make you, an extra 50%, 20% or whatever. You wait for the bull market. You sell it. You hit the bear market again. You buy more Bitcoin. That's what we do. We don't buy houses and real estate. What is wrong? What's going on? I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want. It's your guys' money, right? But I'm just saying, look where we are. I just pay my chalk off. Yeah, definitely do that. Real estate in the there you go. That's okay. Now we're talking blockchain real estate. I see. Okay, Crypto Island. Yes, we're buying yes, that's true. Crypto Island. That is a thing that we're going to buy. Ron Watkins, is there a website to show the best card for a given algo? Kind of reverse of what to mine. What to mine shows the best algo for a given card. Looking for the reverse. So wait, is there a website that shows the best card for a given algo? Does Hashrate.NO kind of does stuff like that? Hey, I wanted to check something out first. Before we do this, I want to see. Engage, refresh. Oh, we did it. Never mind. I wanted to come on beginning of the stream. I was going to come on here and I was like, guys, we're almost at 42,000 subscribers. We're now at 41.9. It was actually 997. We needed 3 more subscribers, but I'm going to hit refresh now because I just checked. It looks like we hit 42. We hit 42,000 guys. Awesome. Much appreciated to all you guys out there. 100%. Now, let's take a look at hashrate.no and so here's my Caspa rigs. Just to prove I did put them on to Caspa right now. I don't know if I have them set up right. It's been a while since I tested Caspa at all. It's sitting at about 6.5 gigahash with whatever these rigs are doing. But yeah, I put them on Hero Miner, so we'll see what happens. Test it out, play the ropes, but let's try. Now, is this something you're kind of looking for? So if we click on GPUs here. So here, you can see per GPU and then, which one's paying you the most, its algorithm. Then you can also click on the GPU and it'll tell you each algo, I guess each coin on the algo. It's not telling you the algo, it's telling you the coin. And then you'll just have to kind of figure out the algo that it uses. So is this something you were probably looking for or what? Hey, thank you very much, Thank you very much, 100%. Alephium is up today. Yeah, Alephium's pumping. We just went through that, though. It's not going to be able to support much hash rate. So if you're thinking about moving to it, there's a lot of other people probably thinking about moving to it as well. And it's not going to take much hash rate and those profits will dump. And as we've been seeing, Caspa and Alephium for the past 2 days now bouncing back and forth. And Alephium's been going from 18-cent profit down to 2-cent profit. So you can see the GPUs are bouncing like crazy. Another thing to keep in mind, if you are using what to mine, I just messed. Oh no, I messed this up. So now I got to go back to my 3070 here. Let's just go 3070. Oh man, there we go, 3070. But I want to adjust. Caspa's what, 470 for 78 watts or something. We got Flux here at like what, 61 for 120 or something. And I'm not really sure about the others, but we're going to calculate this. Now, if you are actually using the default settings, which is average profitability. So let me see here. Profitability 24 hours and average 24 hours. You're going to see different numbers. So here you can see lithium is showing us 20 cents. You're probably like, awesome. And this might be what a lot of people are doing, but this is all past 24 hours. Now you're not, ever since the Ethereum merge, you do not want to use any of these default settings. You don't want average 24 hours at all. Nothing is stable anymore at this point in time for GPUs. So you're going to want to use current profitability. So that's why I come in here. I go current profit, current values, calculate. This calculates all the hash rates on the networks. Now it looks like Radiant actually is taking the spot. NiceHash ET. Whoa, big buy order went in on NiceHash. Look at that. 19-cent profit. Now this isn't going to last long either. Keep in mind, this is NiceHash. NiceHash rents your hash rate out. People put in a big buy order for something. Now this could represent that we may see a spike coming across ETC soon because some buyer has some information. He wants some hash like yesterday. So who knows? That's crazy. But people put in these orders. This is not going to last probably more an hour if tops, if you're lucky. So I wouldn't recommend pointing your rigs there. Some people will see this and be like, I'm going NiceHash, awesome, most profitable. That's not the case. It's not going to be there for very much longer. But it looks like Radiant actually took 9 cents now. It's tied up with a lithium and Caspa's back down to 7%, which means we've seen a little more hash rate pick up. We did see the price kind of drop in here. And then again, GPUs are going to move over to these two coins now. And these are going to drop and Caspa will go up again. It's a never-ending battle going on here because people are just looking for profit. So best case scenario, guys, pick one of these coins. If you think a lithium is going to pump more than Caspa, mine yourself some lithium. If you think Caspa is going to pump more than a lithium, mine yourself some Caspa. But just stay on the network. Don't bounce around because you're actually going to lose trying to chase these profits. If they keep bouncing around, you will, if you're mining Caspa like I am right now, I'm just going to stay on it. Right now, it's not looking too hot. So people will probably leave. Actually, it's still looking good. It's profitable at 11 cents, right? So that's not bad. But people are going to leave this, say, oh, I'm going to go to Radiant now because it's at 9 cents. So as people move over to there, this profitability will pick up because the hash rate will then start to dip, meaning you will benefit and you're not losing that lost time of swapping rigs and things like that. So just pick a coin and stay steady at it. Check it every couple days to see if something dramatic or something has happened and then make your decision from there. But don't just follow these platforms and decide, hey, I'm going to mine whatever's at the top because it's not going to remain at the top for very much longer. Oh, it's a pirate member for 1 month. Mine when difficulty is low. Fill them bags. 100%. Do that, and do that again. What miner per coin has the hardest hash rate to pump at the moment? So what do you mean by the hardest hash rate to pump? Like which one will see the least likely to, honestly on GPUs, nothing. Nothing. There's just too many GPUs out there right now that, if something actually does start pumping pretty good and it looking profitable, it doesn't matter what hash rate is on any of these networks. There's a lot more GPUs waiting to turn on. And every coin right now could be at its all-time. Everything could say like $5 profit right now. Literally, Raven coin could be at $5. This could be at $5. That, everything. And if everybody turned back on, they would probably all be negative. So I don't think there's any GPU coin that's currently safe at a price level to slow down. So it's right now it's pretty much pick a project and hope it pumps. That's pretty much all we got for us right now. What about ASICs? Just trying to find the best card for mining Caspa. I don't know. AMDs have been decent at probably the 4090. Honestly, yeah, 4090s. If you legitimately want the best card, probably the 4090 is your best Caspa card. Chump change is going live in 1 minute. All right. Well, we'll redirect over there in a couple minutes. We'll try to catch up on some questions and stuff here. Techman did the yeah, Techman. What's been going on with all that? Everything's been. I saw your message this morning. I was gonna bug you kind of and say, hey, this sounds like it's a hijacked message, but I know it wasn't. But it's not really good to joke around about that stuff. That's bad. Did you get everything fixed? Does everything happen? Did you swap all your stuff around? What's going on? ETH had over 90% of all GPU hash rate. Difficulty only doubled on most coins. That's true, but there's a lot of people shut off. We got to keep in mind. Wait a minute. You said difficulty only doubled? Doubled. I think it more than doubled. Let's take a look at stuff right now. Actually, let's take a look at, well, let's look at Flux hash rate currently. Major coins. Let's take a look at some of the main coins here. Flux, network difficulty, hash rate. So what do we got here right now? Month, year. Let's look at that. So we were technically in 1 mega. Well, we're 4x. Right now, we're pretty much 4x. This was the lead up into the merge. So this was, remember, if the merge wouldn't have happened, Flux would have been around this level. And still, if Ethereum was still here. But we had the talk coming in. So right now, and we're in a bear market, we're over 4x the hash rate that Flux previously had. So saying only doubled is wrong. And Flux is at 4x and it went up to, I guess, almost 9x in hash rate at merge time. So that is a lot more than just doubling the hash rate. So we are still way up on levels. And Flux is actually one of the smallest networks. When we broke this down, there's only like 60 or 70,000 RTX 3080s worth of hash rate or something on Flux, where stuff like Ravencoin, it has over 200,000 RTX 3080s worth of hash rate. So Flux is a very small proof of work network currently compared to hardware that's online on it. And it's 4x. It's 4x. Let's take a look at Ravencoin. Let's see Ravencoin hash rate. So like normally we would be getting high yields and stuff, but we are at probably some of the lowest yields we've ever seen on these coins on top of, look, here's Ravencoin. So here's previous 2.5, 2.6, you know, let's just say 3 for luck. So we're right now 3, let's at 3, and it was under 3, 3, so 9 would be 3x. We're at 10.48. So we have over 3 times the hash rate on Ravencoin right now. And it peaked upwards to freaking 20 terahash. That's insane. So I think you're underestimating what Ethereum truly had on it. And you're still underestimating a bit more that a lot of GPUs are just turned off. Like I try mentioning it, like if the Ethereum merge happened at the absolute peak of the 2021 bull run, when all the coins were at their all-time high, everything would still be unprofitable. I went through that in this right here, actually. Here is every coin, all these coins at their absolute all-time high, and every coin added up when they hit their peak. And some of these only peaked in 2018, 2017, 2019. They didn't even see a bull run in 2021 because they ended up being garbage. And some of these were like 100x and 1000x's of their previous, of what they're currently sitting at. And we're still down 93% profits with all of these coins at their all-time high. That's a severity that people don't really realize when it comes to these GPUs right now. So let's take a look at some more hash rate, see what things are looking like. So we're at Ravencoin hash rate. We're over 3x in hash rate right now, and it's already lost 50% of its hash rate. And again, GPUs are just shutting off, waiting to turn back on, because a lot of people, they don't want to mine for 8 cent, 10 cent profit or whatever. They want to wait till something's, you know, maybe 50, 60. If some of these coins start hitting $1, people turn on, it's going to be back down to 5 cents. Because of all the GPUs that are still, you know, waiting. So it's going to be bad. Let's look at, what do we got? Let's look at Ergo hash rate. Ergo hash rate. What do we got going on in Ergo right now? Ergo difficulty. Don't care about difficulty. We want the hash rate, month, year. Boom. This is funny. So Ergo actually is looking not too bad. So that is a lot. Look at that hash. Oh yeah. And then their difficulty didn't come down forever. That's right. I forgot about this. Ergo was having some major issues with this. But where are they at? 14. So they're still double. Ergo is still double of its hash rate. 14 to 15. They're sitting at 30 right now. So Ergo's still sitting at times 2 its hash rate. Its average hash rate is sitting at times 2 of what it was. What other coins do we got? What other main coins are out there? I don't even know. What are the main coins everyone was talking about? What were everyone's go-to coins? We looked at Ravencoin. We looked at Ergo. We looked at Flux. Think ETC, there are GPUs on ETC. Let's have a look at that. But as we know, most of ETC is most likely ASICs. At least I know that's where mine are. ETC hash rate. Now this one's a pretty easy one to figure out. I know before the merge, everyone's like, well, it's mostly ASIC on Ethereum. It's mostly ASIC on Ethereum, but it's not. All these mining farms have spent millions of dollars on GPUs, not Ethereum ASICs. So it's crazy. Anyway, here we got ETC. I guess we're around what, 20, 30, 42. So this is the lead up into the merge. So we'll have to go with this 20 to 22 terahash. Now we're at 121. Like, yeah, this is way up. Let's just have a look here. 121 divided by like 22, 5.5. So right now ETC is 5.5 times its hash rate from before the merge. And obviously it peaked up to a lot more and it dropped 50%. But yeah, most of this, I believe Hive OS though is, ETC is still, I think, the highest GPU coin on Hive OS. Do you guys know, what's the link for that chart? I need to find that. Hive OS chart. Hive OS GPU chart. Like, I don't even know what it's called or anything. Hive OS statistics. Is that it? Here we go. ETC is 21% of being mined on it. Algorithms GPU. ETC hash. 22% of the GPUs on Hive OS is on Ethereum Classic. There's a lot of GPUs on freaking Ethereum. 22% of everyone high. I wish I knew. What is the total number? Is there a way to see the total number of GPUs that are on Hive? And then we can actually work that out to see. But yeah, there is a lot of GPUs that are still mining. Remember, it comes down. If you have cheap, right now we're looking at this like, why? That is not profitable. But there are people that either, one, believe in ETC to pump, and I think it will. And there are others that have cheap power and they don't care what they're mining. They're mining whatever because their power is next to nothing, or it is nothing. We don't know. So yeah, 22% of GPUs on Hive OS isn't that. 21% of everything is ETC currently on that. Caspa moved into second place by the looks of things. 17% of GPUs, that makes sense. So Caspa is number 2 at this point. Look at XMR. XMR is at 3%. RTM, 3%. Of all of Hive OS. So that's pretty interesting as well. A lot of the CPU mining is gaining traction with people. AMD models. Look at that. 27%. The most amount of AMD GPUs online are obviously the RX 580. That makes sense though. The 580 was a very popular card. And that's probably where a lot of that ETC hash rate is coming from as well. It makes sense. ASIC models. We got the L3 Plus. 57% of ASICs on there is freaking L3 pluses. That's insane. That is one of the sorry, mine's turned off. A lot of you guys like L3 pluses, I know, but for me, my power price, it makes 0 sense for me to buy an L3 plus. Even if it was $5, I would not buy it. Well, actually, maybe I would, because then I could probably sell it for $10 in the bull run or something. But LOL miner is the top miner used. GPU boards, NVIDIA, 66% of GPUs on Hive OS is all NVIDIA. Look at that. 34% AMD. I feel bad for AMD, but it makes sense. A lot of miners, they don't support that. Actually, I lied. I got to bring up my, hold on, let's bring this up. I got a DM the other day. Let me gotta find this. Stop. Check this out. So LOL miner, GUI, you guys familiar about that? Actually has AMD support now. I got to find my DM. Where is it? Right here. I think this is it. Yeah, here we go. Check this out. So, okay, nice. So launched guide Windows LHR Watchdog web server. So the LOL miner GUI, that's what we use the overclocks of. Let me just bring this up right quick. So I'm going to go to programs here. We're going to go to miners, GPU, Dynex, dummy OC, 1.66, right click, run as admin, engage. There we go. Close it out. This guy right here. Oh, I thought everything froze up on me. But this, you guys know this GUI where you can say your overclocks? Kind of reminds me a little bit of like more Power Tool or something for AMD back in the day. But now we used to use this for our NVIDIA cards. You can now use this tool to OC your AMD cards. I didn't do a video on that. I kind of forgot about this until now when I just brought this up. When did you send that? 26. So like 3-4 days ago. So yeah, if you guys were unaware, you can use the LOL miner GUI in Windows to overclock your AMD GPUs now. So that's cool. That's a good thing. I love that thing. That's a wicked tool. I turned off my L3 pluses. It already ROI'd like 20x in 6 months. Awesome. That's one thing. If you had it a long time ago, it's a great miner. 100% for sure. Have you given Xano the sniff test? Proof of work plus POS, maybe a look at. I have not tried Xano. No, we looked at that the other day, didn't we? Xano, where are you, Xano? Xano, come to me, Xano. I'm a horrible singer. I apologize. Sorry. If you guys want to unsubscribe now, please feel free to do so. Xano, I don't know. Did we run this? No, we didn't run this. Oh, we looked up Xano to check out hash rates on the Prog Pow Z because we were looking up, was it this one? CHN? Yeah, that one. That's right. We did some numbers on this one. I haven't really minded me. I put my GPUs to Caspa, but yeah, I don't know. Don't know too much on those. I do. There's so many things we gotta look at. We need nuclear, but what bazookies so we can mine for free. Massive pre-mine. Okay, pre-mines are bad. Oh, do you guys know about Litorium? I know you guys. Well, probably. Let's go back into this mining pool stats. New coins. Is this still new? Yeah, Litorium is still a new coin. It looks like it died. To me, it looks like it's dead. What do you guys think? So the hash rate dipped down. It's only at like 390 kilohash. Like personally, my CPU farm on Ghostwriter algorithm averages it's around 120 kilohash. So I have like a third of the hash rate. If I was actually mining pool hash rate, I'd have about 50% of the hash rate. Anyway, looking at the price, like everything seems to be dying. Now there was another fork, and I can't remember what the heck it was. So you can see the price dying now, hash rate's dying off. There's another coin out now. It seems like this guy, he forked Raptorium here, and then I don't know if there's a rug pull or what. It's just this died all of a sudden, and now he forked another coin. And I can't remember what it's called, but someone messaged me in Discord a little while ago and says, "Hey, check out this coin. It's forked by the same dev as Litorium." I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever," and I totally forgot about it till now. But Litorium died, so now he forks another coin. And now, obviously, he's probably going to rug pull that. These people are just going to keep doing the same thing over and over. Once the nodes open up, people buy into it, and then he dumps his coins, and he's literally scamming everybody. So, I don't know. I don't know the dev's name. I don't know anything about it. I could be 100% wrong here, but this coin looks like it's dead. It's dying. There's 96% hash rate on here. This used to be over a couple mega hash on the network when it first dropped. Price was decent. It was profitable. And we can just see, look at that difficulty. Go back into this. That one. Oh, you guys can't really see that. Scroll that down. Look at the difficulty. Just goodbye. See you later, everybody. Done. Crazy. Heading over to CCX now. Hey, no problem. All track. Thank you for showing up. LTRM not listed on CoinGecko. I avoid. I love CoinGecko is a great source for checking stuff out for sure. We need nuclear. Yeah. Like a huge. Let's sniff Sano. Let's sniff it. All right, guys. But we have been here for quite some time. So I guess we will point everyone over to Chump. Let me just get this set up. I always mess this up. Let's see if I can find the right button. Oh, there's the redirect. That was easier. Search. Let's see here. That one. There you go. Got that. All right, so that should work. All right, should be set up. So the stream should redirect you guys straight on over to Chump Change when it's ready. I do appreciate everyone showing up, and I will see you all on the next one.
Rabid out.